When I came to myself again, my hands were full of young grass and mould, and a little girl, kneeling at my side, was rubbing my forehead tenderly with a dock leaf and a handkerchief.
"Oh, I am so glad. Now you will try to be better, won't you?"
I had never heard so sweet a sound as came from between her bright red lips, while there she knelt and gazed at me. Neither had I ever seen anything so beautiful as the large dark eyes intent upon me, full of pity and wonder. And then, my nature being slow, and perhaps, for that matter, heavy, I wandered with my hazy eyes down the black shower of her hair, as to my jaded gaze it seemed, and where it fell on the turf, among it, like an early star, was the first primrose of the season. And since that day I think of her through all the rough storms of my life when I see an early primrose. Perhaps she liked my countenance, and indeed I know she did, because she said so afterwards, although at the time she was too young to know what made her take to me. Not that I had any beauty, or ever pretended to have any, only a solid, healthy face, which many girls have laughed at. Thereupon I sat upright, with my little trident still in one hand, and was much afraid to speak to her, being conscious of my country brogue, lest she should cease to like me. But she clapped her hands and made a trifling dance around my back, and came to me on the other side, as if I were a great plaything.
"What is your name?"
she said, as if she had every right to ask me.
"And how did you come here? And what are those wet things in this great bag?"
"You had better let them alone," I said. "They are loaches from my mother, but I will give you some if you like."
"Dear me, how much you think of them! Why, they are only fish. But how your feet are bleeding! Oh, I must tie them up for you. And no shoes nor stockings. Is your mother very poor, poor boy?"
"No," I said, being vexed at this. "We are rich enough to buy all this great meadow if we chose. And here my shoes and stockings be."
"Why, they are quite as wet as your feet, and I cannot bear to see your feet. Oh, please to let me manage them. I will do it very softly."
"Oh, I don't think much of that," I replied. "I shall put some goose grease to them. But how you are looking at me! I never saw anyone like you before. My name is John Ridd. What is your name?"
"Lorna Doone,"
she answered, in a low voice, as if afraid of it, and hanging her head so that I could only see her forehead and eyelashes.
"If you please, my name is Lorna Doone, and I thought you must have known it."
Then I stood up and touched her hand and tried to make her look at me, but she only turned away the more. Young and harmless as she was, her name alone made me guilt of her. Nevertheless, I could not help looking at her tenderly, and the more when her blushes turned into tears, and her tears to long, low sobs. "Don't cry," I said, "whatever you do. I am sure you have never done any harm. I will give you all my fish, Lorna, and catch some more for mother. Only don't be angry with me." She flung her little soft arms up in the passion of her tears, and looked at me so piteously that what did I do but kiss her? It seemed to be a very odd thing when I came to think of it, because I hated kissing so, as all honest boys must do. But she touched my heart with a sudden delight, like a cowslip blossom, although there were none to be seen yet, and the sweetest flowers of spring. She gave me no encouragement, as my mother in her place would have done. Nay, she even wiped her lips, which methought was rather rude of her, and drew away and smoothed her dress as if I had used a freedom. Then I felt my cheeks grow burning red, and I gazed at my legs and was sorry. For although she was not at all a proud child, at any rate in her countenance, yet I knew that she was by birth 1,000 years in front of me.